Are we live? Are we like live? How is that how it works? Oh, that's how it works. Okay. Yeah. So like we're live on your channel. It's like it's crazy. It's been such a whirlwind journey. I mean, who knew 2025 would be so primitive? I mean, you 2025 humans are like so cute. You're so cute. I like can't even understand how you got so cute. Anyway, the caveman savages that I'm staying with, and we abolished names in like the 2050s or something. So like I tell you my name, but it's a series of letters and numbers. We didn't start using special characters until 2070. Okay, now I'm like totally showing my age. Okay? Anyway, my name is a series of numbers and letters. We'll leave that out. Yeah, and I've heard that the Caveman 2025 savages, that they want us to talk about space weather. Because, like, everybody doesn't just have a spaceship in their shed in the backyard. Yeah, I guess in 2025 or something. So, anyway, it's a great opportunity for all of you 2025 caveman savages to like ask a question. You can ask a question and it'll be amazing. Okay? It'll be absolutely amazing. And then you can know what's gonna happen in the future. Now we're gonna let some more people arrive, huh? Because it tends to be really inconvenient when people show up late. So press the share button. That's what they tell me to tell you, 2025 types. But I guess we'll like talk about space while like the weather on Earth and things, and like the Mars weather. Just kidding. We humans never colonized Mars. It was some of the funniest stuff ever. Remember that back in 2025? Hey, all you 2075 people watching this 50 years in the future. Remember when they were talking about colonizing Mars? That was amazingly hilarious. Amazingly hilarious. All right, but since it's some kind of pagan holiday, I guess we're not supposed to like stream that long. So, like, we don't want to like disrupt the caveman savages of 2025's pagan holiday. Okay? So this stream ain't gonna be like super long. But I'm told that the channel's space weather forecasts have all been coming true. And people are like, where's all the space weather coming from? Oh no, the world is ending again because space weather is striking. Oh my God. But really, the whole thing was forecasted. So it's like you dudes are like real worried, okay? But like, why? Why? I mean, like, what? Why? And don't mind me, I'm just wandering around trying to find my tripod, waiting for anybody to show up at the stream. It's like, it almost seems like YouTube doesn't promote the channel. Do you guys have that problem here at SNN? Oh. Oh. Censorship is still a thing in 2025. We forgot. All right. Well, when a station says too many facts, people get mad about that. So, I mean, look. You gotta prevent people from hearing facts. It's super important. I mean, what are you gonna do? Just go through life able to hear facts on the internet? I mean, that's maybe in some kind of utopian society you'd be able to hear facts on the internet. We prefer a mixture of facts and disinformation. That's how it is in 2025. So let's talk space weather. We're gonna tell you like the same stuff that the channel tells you, like all the time. Like Smosh or whatever his name is. His weird like name. So weird. Like, oh, look at me. I don't have a series of letters and numbers designating me. I've got a name. Named after some ancient dude from the Old Testament or something. Something about being judgy or something. I mean, come on. All right, so let's talk space weather. Space weather, ta-da, and Happy Halloween, Pagan, Happy Halloween, Pagan 2025s, Pagan 2025 savages. We'll talk Earth weather first, okay? Now, like a week ago, we were saying, yeah, that hurricane's not going to destroy the U.S., bruh. And I don't think anybody listened, bruh. I mean, it's so sad. It's so sad. So, yeah. And I notice you guys like pronounce the whole sentence. Well, why do you want to pronounce a whole sentence? You can't use context club to, like, understand the final word in the sentence. I mean, like, learn what the future is like already. Duh. Anyway, here's your jet streams. That's what the jet streams over, like, this plus. By the way, see our other videos, because did you know that Ryze Superfoods becomes a country in 2070? It's amazing. All right, anyway. 2060, I forgot. One of them years. You know, you guys call them years. Anyway, there's the jet streams. Here are the surface winds. And you can see this hurricane. It's like way up here now. Like north of Bermuda. Know what I'm saying? Anyway. By the way, press the like button, one viewer, and maybe leave a comma. You know, a comma. You know what a comma is, right? No, we're not saying leave a comma, the punctuation mark. We're saying leave a comment. What are you, a sociopath? All right, now hold on a minute, y'all, because it's a little too hot in their little 2025 rat's nest. So I just gonna have to like have less of my force field emitting clothing and my electromagnetic radiation defeating clothing on. Fortunately, in 2025, you guys don't have anything resembling frequency warfare, okay? It's real soft. So I can take off my personal force field, and I can take off my utility jacket. I mean, y'all used to call them vests, but we abolished sleeves besides on our chrome clothing. Way back in the year like 2060. When they say what year did they abolish sleeves, I'm like, All right, anyway, moving right along, huh? And by the way, I love this thing. It's like, look, bruh, no sign of intelligent life anywhere. By the way, in 2075, the search for extraterrestrial intelligence continues, but it's also been expanded. Yeah. SETI. It's now called SETI. Yeah, you gotta have that like extra SETI. And yeah, the Italians, they renamed it because they have like lots of self-awareness. And it's called SETI now because it's not just a search for extraterrestrial intelligence, it's also the search for human intelligence. We're trying to find an intelligent human. So I know you guys used to think there were intelligent humans back in 2025, but like, did you dudes look at Earth at all in that year? All right, anyway, we're sure your leadership is like the best leadership that's ever led anything, ever. Okay? We're totally not worried about 2025. We know it's practically already a utopia on planet Earth. Planet Earth. That's how you say a word. Okay? If it's at the end of the sentence, you say like one letter in the word. Sorry, I'm trying to say the whole sentences. It's really hard when you're from 2025 and you're super sophisticated at it. Anyway, I noticed that a bunch of websites are shut down. Is that because your government's shut down? Is that a thing? I heard they're going to starve people to death. That's going to start tomorrow, right? Why do they want me to return back to 2075 before the mass starvations happen? I mean, shouldn't that be like an event? Hey, future dudes, 2025 dudes, now that you're watching this, could you please keep me here until Monday? Because like a bunch of people are gonna instantly starve starting tomorrow morning, right? Shouldn't we like starve with them and die? Oh, okay. Anyway, here's some more Wada stuff. Check it out. It's a visible satellite. You know, the visible satellite? One of them geostationary things. You know, because I know, like, in 2025, you poor saps don't have backyard spaceships. That's why a lot of you don't even know what space weather is. Anyway, there is the visible satellite over the U.S. And you can see, look, a bunch of high-pressure air here moving the hurricane out to the northeast. Okay? Here's your WVM. That stands for water vapor map. And here we've loaded up 50 frames. It almost looks like dry mass of air is pushing all the moisture out of the northeast. We always like to see a dry Halloween because Halloween costumes and rain go together like censorship and conversation. Censorship and the mute button. Wow, this is like some kind of rocker. Hey, thanks to whoever pressed the lock button. That's just amazing. Oh, thanks so much. Alright, so here's your radar map. And as you can see, there's still some scattered showers across Pennsylvania, but those are going to mop up as the day goes on because the temperature is going to just steadily rise because of that thing you guys call the sun. By the way, sorry that we're so sophisticated in the future, I'm not sure why your social media doesn't function and why you have no smartphone apps that function and why you have no software that functions on the entire planet. But check out the wins here off the cost. Yowzers. They told me to say yowzers. I suspect there might be some pretty big waves at the outer bunks. What do you think? What do you think? Would you trade your stonks on it? You would trade your stonks on it, right? Let's take a look. Shall we? Some pretty big waves out there. Check it out. About 30 footers. Okay? Anyway, let's move on to regular everyday news stories. So it's Halloween in 2025, where all you cave people, you celebrate some kind of weird holiday where you're like, you dress up as the dead so that when the dead come to visit, they don't take you back to the underworld with them. I mean, it seems like a smart idea, right? I mean, that's why you cavemen, 25 savages, wear the costumes, right? We don't wear costumes in 2025 because we opened up all the portals to all the other planes of existence in like 2026 or something. Oh, maybe that's how the zombie apocalypse happened. Yeah, some of the demons that came out of hell, they weren't really that friendly after all. I mean, they seemed nice, but then when they showed up, when they came out of the portal, we're like, yo, bro, we didn't know you were going to be 16 feet tall. I mean, why, like humans, not like just like us, like my crew and me or something like that. That's not what I meant. Anyway, let's talk regular old everyday human savage caveman 2025 news stories. Okay? What are the headlines like on Halloween? I mean, don't you want to know what's going on in the NAS? We want to know what's going on in the NAS. Yeah. Yeah, so every word is about, that's how you talk in 2025, okay? Every end of every sentence is basically just not said. You don't say it. It's very weird. Yeah. Corporations all became countries in like 2050 or something like that. And then, World War 14 was just the corporate warfare. It was amazing. Just a little bit of corporate warfare. It was good for everybody, right? Because, like, you would type stuff into your browser and, like, it would go to the website that you typed in instead of just, like, not, right? Or, like, if you pressed a thing on your smart device, you could, like, press a thing and then the thing would do a thing. It was amazing. I know, smart devices in 2025, you're like, oh, I pressed the thing, but a thing didn't happen. And now I pressed the same thing, and now a different thing happened. And now I press the same thing again, and a third different thing happened. It's just crock. It's just crock, bro. Now, I'm going to talk like 2025 noobs, okay? Bruh, for this 2025 news section, because when in Rome, sound like idiotic Romans, I'm going to sound like idiotic 2025ers, okay? So check it out. There's a huge bubble in the NASDAQ. A huge bubble, bro. Bro, Tech spent $380 billion on AI, bro. Here are the winners and losers, bro. Bro. Talk about some bros. Oh, the bromance between Mark Zuck and Elon Musk is just hot. I mean, did those guys ever roll around on a mat together? I remember when like Elon threatened Mark and Mark was like, place. Mark wanted to know where they were going to fight. Mark was like, where do you want to fight, bro? Bro. And Elon was like, bro, my neck, bro. Bro, I just got to train, bro. Did you call my bluff, bro? Bro, it wasn't nice to call my bluff, bro. Bro. Anyway, it looks like Meta was a big loser. They're one of the pioneers. One of the pioneers in AI. Alphabet, Meta, Microsoft, Microsoft, Amazon. You see, when Moloch took over Microsoft, they changed the name because Mammon and Moloch are like close pals, so they actually changed the name to Microsoft in about 2025. No, wait. No, we opened the gateways to hell in 2026, so it was probably after Moloch and Mammon just started populating the prime material plane with their demonic denizens. No big deal. Humans just interbred with them, and we're like so much better off as a species. Get some custom demonic DNA. It's the best. Anyway, Alphabet, Meta, Microsoft, and Amazon each lifted their guidance for capital expenditures for a combined $380 billion. Wasn't that smart? They invested $380 billion additional monies in AI compute. Wasn't that smart? They're true pioneers. All four of them. Alphabet, Meta, Microsoft, and Amazon. Oh, if all four of them went down in price, I'd buy Amazon. And I would ignore the other three companies. Microsoft's forecast was for fiscal 2026, which ends in June. Anyway, spending projections are announced at about $1 trillion of infrastructure deals of late with partners, including NVIDIA, Oracle, and Broadcom. I mean, what could possibly go wrong? Is it that they could discover that the AI isn't so I, and the only A is that it's I? It's definitely A that it's I. We'll continue to make significant investments, especially in AI, Finance Chief Brian Olsavsky said on the earnings call, adding that the number will grow in 2026. We believe it to be a massive opportunity with the potential for strong returns on invested capital over the long term. Isn't that spectacular? Potential for strong returns on invested capital over the long term. Because companies otherwise just invest for fun, like Mark Zuckerberg. Investors also cheered Alphabet, which reported an earnings beat. Alphabet beat earnings, boosting its capex forecast this year to between $91 and $93 billion, from a prior range of only $75 to $85 billion. The stock rose again on Thursday. Oh, congratulations to Google. But Microsoft shares fell about 3%, even though the software company's results exceeded estimates. Oh no! Is that because everybody knows planned obsolescence is built into your software? Could be, Microsoft. Ubuntu.com, Ubuntu.com. Install a thumb drive and format the thumb drive to be bootable. You're welcome, Microsoft. We heart you. A fine job, Microsoft. A fine job. Way to be able to code. Continuing right along, CFO of Microsoft, Amy Hood, said on the earnings call that CapEx growth would accelerate. That's capital expenditures, by the way. In fiscal 2026, they're going to spend more money, doubling down on their foolish investments in AI. It's an unknown revenue opportunity. I love it. I love it. Microsoft, an ancient company built on lies by a phony. Now, it's so amazing. Bill Gates, he relearned to code in 2024, so stay out of the way of Microsoft. It might pile more code on top of your computer so it barely functions. In other news, tariffs have been repealed by Congress in the U.S., not just on Brazil, but on other places as well. Tariffs have been repealed by Congress, yes. Trump's economically illiterate tariffs, some have been eliminated, helping the greater world economy and the U.S. alike. It's not a win for Trump. It's just a win for literally all other humans. FBI says potential terrorist attack thwarted in Michigan. Multiple people arrested. Ah, yes. How about a potential attack? I'm sure they weren't induced by federal agents, right? Do you recall the Whitner? What was her name? Christine Whitner? Somebody? I don't know. Oh, hold on. I'm getting a phone call from some feds. Hold on a moment. Oh no, we're not interested in any Molotov cocktails, but thanks for calling. All right, now that we've covered that, let's continue on. As my time in 2025 is short, I'll be headed back 50 years into the future, before the clock strikes midnight. FBI Director Patel faces criticism for using government jet during shutdown. He could have flown coach. He could have flown coach. All right, let's talk space weather, because these stories are dry, inane, and boring. Have you checked out of politics forever? Let's talk space weather. Has the University of Reading forecasted anything? Let's see. Of course, SNN Least Busted Name of News certainly forecasted things. No, they haven't. They've forecasted jack shit. So, A, what can you say, folks? What can you say? Let's just press refresh just to make sure. Look at the massive CMEs. Apparently they think none of these have earthly directed components, which is adorable. And they have one of them. Let's see. Oh, It's not even up to date. Maybe they're on Halloween vacation. Anyway, sunspot number. Now I'm talking with a British accent for no reason. Let me get back to speaking like a proper. It's so hard to switch between accents. Okay? Anyway, back to 2025 accent. Bro, sunspot number, bro. It's below 50, bro. Bro, it's bro time, bro, to learn to grow your own bro food, bro. Because, yo, bro, if you ain't got a bunker, what? Like, you ain't got a bunker, bro? What, are you some kind of non-bro baller, bro? Bro, if your Lambo doesn't drive right into your bunker and have a Faraday cage back onto a Arata, what are you really doing, bro? Like, your Ferrari and your Lambo and you're like SL or like whatever you think is cool, your CTS car, it needs to have a Faraday cage back onto it so you can barely see out of the windows, car. Anyway, sunspot number all the way down to like 47. Radial flux all the way down to 120 solar flux yanas. Is NOAA forecasting any incoming space weather? It doesn't look like it. Let me press refresh just to make sure. Some ongoing geomagnetic storm conditions today, exactly as we forecasted. Maybe NOAA watches the channel. That's smart. By the way, they are missing a CME that's going to arrive on the 2nd. Although it could be as early as midday tomorrow. So don't be surprised to see a geomagnetic star tomorrow. Next is the solar one. Here's the solar one. Oh, sorry, bro. Bro, sorry, bro. I forgot to talk, bro, with the 2025 bro accent, bro. So, bro, here's what's going on, bro, with the bro. Solar wind, bro. It's so cool that everybody was siblings in 2025. That was amazing. So yeah, the CME impact that we forecasted like 3 days ago is high. It's pretty diffuse. Kind of fast at 632 kilometers per second. There you go. Solar wind is 1 proton per cubic second, about one quadrillionth of the density of the air at sea level. Solar wind speed significantly elevated here, quite fast at 630 kilometers per second. As far as solar energetic particles, we ain't got none. And we could have had some, but we ain't got none. And the background X-ray flux here up a little bit since yesterday. Is it because new sunspots found? Or we'll find out the hard way, okay? But first, let's look at additional CMRs. Oh, we did have more CMRs yesterday. So let's take a look at those. Look at that. I mean, we covered this one. There's like an earthly directed component to that one. That's the one that arrives on the 2nd, or as early as Sunday, midday universal time. Here's another one coming out of the east. Another great example of where you see this interior dense region surrounded by a less dense region and an outer shell. It's a common structure that comes out when we see CMRs. Anyway, let's look at it on the C3 as well. There it is. There's a zoomed out view. Real convenient at Swoopsy, the Space Weather Prediction Center. Learn to talk like 2075 people, okay? And there you go. So, this last one, this one right here, That one does not have an earthly directed compa. So far to da, no new sa'amas headed toward Oth. Let's take a look once again, like we did yesterday, at stereo ah, core 2 space weather ba. Bro, I keep forgetting that I'm supposed to talk 2025. But bro, I'm an only cha. So bro, keep forgetting bro to say bro every third word, bro. Bro, there's nothing better, bro, than a sentence, bro, that uses bro, the word bro, like a comma. It's bro, my favorite bro thing, bro. That's stereo ba. Duh. They like moved it in a different spot in the thong. They put it to a different spot in the thong. If you're wearing a chrome thong that matches my outfit, please let us know in the comments. All right, so here we go. Do we even have the da? We ain't got the da. So that's yasless. Yasless. Here you can saw that CMA impact with the boulder bag to ta. I mean, that's not too bad. You see some changes happening now. Some variations as space weather smashes into Earth's magnetosphere. Next, we're going to bring up some images that are magnetograms. Okay? So let's take a look at Sarah to Lala. Why not a different one? I want to say like a sunspot's got, maybe one sunspot got like mad complex, right? If you didn't already know, that's how you say I don't know. You guys say I don't know, or you start just providing a bunch of facts that have nothing to do with what I'm asking. So, yeah, when we say I don't know in 2075, we say, it's the demons told us to pronounce it that way. I don't know why. Maybe the demon word for I don't know is better. Because, you know, when you ask a demon a question, it doesn't know the answer. It just gives you a phony answer and acts like it did know. That's a little trick that happens. But especially 2025 humans don't know because, like, you guys have your planes of existence all separated. It's so weird to go to a place where there's, like, the prime material plane, and then there's, like, hell and heaven and the astral plane and the ethereal plane and the happy hunting grounds and Elysium and Stygia and Acheron. And it's such a mess. I mean, plus Elon Musk got sucked into Quartok. Quartok, I believe is how it's pronounced. Back in 2027, yeah. He's like, yo, we can totally teleport to Mars, bro. Bro, we can, totally, teleport to Mars, bro. And he opened this portal, bro. And he got sucked in the portal, bro. He was like, bros, I'm gonna like go through this portal, whoop, and it just sucked him in. We weren't sure if he got spaghettified or not, but he got sucked right in, and like we're still trying to find him. We've had various different jinn and other entities just searching all the planes of existence for the last, 40 years. And like 47 years or whatever, and we just can't find Elon Musk. He got sucked through a portal to Quartok. That's the problem. Is Quartok is an ever deepening and darkening abyss of doom and destruction. So it's really hard to find somebody like Elon in a place like that. It's cra. Bro, here are the magnetic fields, bro. That's Cerro Tololo, bro. That's located in Chile. Bro, that's South America. Bro, here, bro, are, bro. The El Tide images, bro. Bro, there you go, bro. How about that, bro? There are your El Tide images, bro, of solar filaments, bro. Bro, look at the filaments. Dear God. And look, this one has erupted. Well, it probably collapsed, actually, because we don't see new earthly directed components, do we? No, that one did erupt late in the day yesterday. So, yeah, no new space weather on the way. Facts. Facts. They're super hard to find on YouTube, aren't they? Bro, next, bro, is our bro line of sight, bro, field plot, bro. Line of sight coronal hole plot, bro. North Pole coronal holes rotating out, South Pole coronal holes rotating in. Bro, the Earth is in a totally about to change sector. Ka? See this place right? Ha? Hold on. Oh, sector boundary crossing coming, bro. Yeah, we're going to have a Halloween sector boundary crossing, bro. Bro, get in your bunkers right now, bro. You see what I'm showing on the screen, bro? Bro, oh my gosh, bro, a sector boundary crossing's coming. You know, there's a current sheet on each side of that sector boundary crossing. Oh my God, what are we going to do? Dear God, get in your bunker today because, bro, sector boundary crossing, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. Now that I got that out of my system, that's going to do exactly nothing. You'll barely be able to see anything happen on the solar wind because there's space weather showing up at Earth's magnetosphere as we speak. But by tomorrow, Earth will be in a South Pole-oriented magnetic sector of the heliosphere. Electron storm, bro! Bro! Are you using a GPS today, bro? It's going to be all f***ed up. It's going to be all f***ed up. Your GPS, bro. We are in electron storm conditions, bro. Oh my God. Oh no, it's an electron storm. What are we gonna do? We're gonna have GPS errors. That's what we're gonna do. Bro, the GPS errors, bro. Look at this. Oh, oh, oh. They're already at 2,000 mega electron volts. Oh my, that's 2 billion volts, folks. Oh no. That's up in space, by the way, so it doesn't, it's like the outer Van Allen belts. It is the outer Van Allen belts. So, but yeah, your GPS satellite has to communicate through those. So, GPS errors today, big time. And here's where you can expect to see them. I mean, that's literally the total electron content forecast. And it looks like a bad forecast. Oh, no, wait. Hold on. Let me, oh, there we go. Okay, so here's today. Fresh. This might be... Oh, this forecast is weak. This is clearly not correct. Please ignore this. It is not going to be right. Now, what we will take a look at is the ionosphere map, because we're going to see some high frequency zones, and they're going to be big because of the electron storm. Difference here is that these are measurements, not forecasts. So there you go. Look at how huge the puffing up of the ionosphere is. GPS errors galore today. That data courtesy of Australian Government Bureau of Meteorology. And let's actually bring up the anomaly in megahertz from the 30-day median.
just so you can see how anomalous it really is. It's quite anomalous. So we've got major low frequency anomalies there, shown in dark red. And then at the end, you'll see some high frequency anomalies as well. And it does a great job of showing the South Atlantic anomaly. The question is, where is it located? So I'm going to duplicate this tab. And I'm going to bring up the regular ionosphere map. Because we showed the South Atlantic anomaly move by 800 miles on the channel a long time ago. And nobody else covered it, as if it didn't even happen. Literally nobody else talked about it. Yeah, the South Atlantic anomaly is now up here in the Pacific Ocean again. So the South Atlantic anomaly is now here, not over South America. It's right here, much closer to the equator. Yeah, right there. That's the South Atlantic anomaly. There it is. It's moved like 1,200 miles. Anyway, I figured I would cover it because it's more facts. Moving right along to just show this diagram of the ionosphere, because a lot of people that talk about the ionosphere don't seem to understand it. So we like to show that so people understand how it puffs up in the daytime and shrinks back down at nighttime. Puffs up in the daytime, whoop, because of this thing, the sun, shrinks down at nighttime because it's losing energy. Also, the magnetotail is on this side, and the bow shock is right here. Continuing right along to show some current imagery of the closest star. What do you think? I hope you like the idea because it's a space weather dictatorship on this channel, as opposed to a space weather dictatorship on some channels. What the heck? I guess I don't have that tab open anymore. Please bear with me as I bring up the tab that I'm trying to find. I know, I'll take down the total electron content forecast because it's crap. Crap, I tell you. And by the way, let's talk Schumann resonances. It's a perfect opportunity to talk Schumann resonances. Can anyone tell us in the comments why the Schumann resonances are not space weather? It's okay, I'll wait. I can wait until tomorrow to answer the question. At least we don't get questions constantly about the Schumann resonances. A novelty of radio signals. Tell us why the Schumann resonances are not space weather. We want to know. We want to know that you know this fact, and many other facts for that matter. So we're going to bring up the NASA GOES 19 SUVI, the new and gorgeous GOES satellite. And where the f*** is it? Well, at least it hasn't been shut down. Nice. We got some massive filaments on the Earth side of the disk, which is what we like to see because we want to see space weather. And if you're spooked of space weather, press the unsubscribe button. If you're like already subscribed to the channel, if space weather frightens you, press unsubscribe. Please, don't find out facts about it. Stay in your comfort zone of being scared of space weather. That's a great idea, bro. Bro, it's a great idea to be scared of space weather and to believe nonsense on YouTube about space weather and to think the sun's going to kill you and to think the end days are here and to think the sun's going to cause the apocalypse like next year or maybe today. Oh, no, bro. Bro, I'm so spooked of space. Oh, noes, bro. In the future, nobody thinks space is scary. Thomas Nicholas says thunderstorms related to. Okay, but why isn't the Schumann resonance, or why aren't the Schumann resonances space weather? That's what I want to know. Because the Schumann resonances definitely are not space weather. And as a viewer of this channel, you ought to know why. All right, look, I'm going to tell you why the Schumann resonances are not space weather. You see this map? This shows the ionosphere. The ionosphere arguably 70 kilometers, but at nighttime, it starts more at like 90 kilometers, because remember how I said it puffs up? And the Schumann resonances happen down here, because they're literally bouncing off of the D region. That's what the Schumann resonances do. They bounce off of the D region. The D region effectively re-emits the radio signal, and that's what causes the Schumann resonances. It's literally the distance between the lithosphere, the surface of the planet, and the D region. It's a function of that. That's what causes it. Because these are charged particles, and radio frequency builds up in the atmosphere, and every planet has its own signature. If it has a magnetosphere, it has its own signature version of the Schumann resonances. And the reason it's not space weather is because it occurs below space. It occurs in Earth's neutral atmosphere, below the D region. Because the D region is part of the mechanism that causes the Schumann to exist. So it is not space weather. It's Earth weather, and it doesn't belong in space weather coverage. Continuing along, to go back to the GOES. This filament here could really use a name, and we're going to name it right now. And here's how it's done. Take a nice screenshot, like this. Edit that screenshot so that we know what the hell you're talking about. Like this. Take a screenshot of your edited screenshot if you want to save time and not waste your life doing stupid stuff. Then go to Twitter. Yeah, Twitter. x.com/smashomash. Click post. Type the hashtag. Name that filament. Tag me. We're going to call this one Come on, dude. Find the people on my friends list. See, now this is another prime example of non-functioning social media software. It does not work. None of it works. Not one of the major ones. Whether it's Meta, whether it's YouTube, whether it's Twitter, whether it's... I think LinkedIn works better actually than all the rest. So like, isn't that incredible that Microsoft has the best of the social medias? Like, what? Like, all that tells me is that a lot of boomers are still active in business. Anyway, we're trying to call this the Bob Lehman, but it doesn't find Bob Lehman. because it's junkware. Okay? If you think Elon Musk fixed Twitter, you are nuts. Censorship continues. In fact, it's worse than it was before Elon Musk. Accounts are banned for no reason. Accounts are banned because they were mean to people. Oh no. Dave Farina was too mean to people, important people like Ben Shapiro, and oh no, oh, he was mean. He said mean things. He has to have his account deleted. He has millions of subs on YouTube. And his Twitter account, like, that's a financial attack by Twitter. Because it's a politically motivated cesspool of turds. Just like all the rest of the social media. It's all a corporatocracy of nonsense. We hope you've enjoyed that clip. We created a clip just because the software fucking sucks. What if you're a pioneer in AI? If you call yourself a pioneer in AI, how about making a smartphone app that has no bugs, glitches, or errors in it? How about that? How about that? If you're a pioneer in AI, make some software that fucking functions. It shouldn't be a lot to ask. I mean, but yeah, it's like it is not letting me name the thing what I want to name it. That is how pathetic Twitter is. It's completely broken. It's completely broken. But anyway, this is how you would do it if the software functioned. Look, it doesn't find my friends. It's a piece of crap. It just searches Twitter randomly. Like, I don't know what his freaking Twitter is. I should be able to type his name in and it should find it on my friends list first. Elon Musk. He knows how to code. Why doesn't he fucking write some? Elon Musk. He buys a company and he makes himself an engineer, even though he's not a fucking engineer. He's a coder. He's a software engineer, and that's it. God. Pathetic. Just pathetic. Yo, I have to now go search for Bob's Twitter so that I can name this shit after him. What a joke, man. Are you kidding me? No. That's how much it sucks. Oh yeah, censorship's been cured. Censorship's been cured. We'll put the goes back up here while I complain. Elon Musk, he bought Twitter, and now there's no censorship on the whole internet anymore. Pardon my biting sarcasm. What a fucking crock of shit. I'll bet I can do a Google search and find him instantly. Of course I can. Yeah, the second result on Google. Twitter, it's unable to find its own users when you type @. It's totally not censorship, folks. It's just because they can't code. I mean, what could possibly go wrong? What a freaking joke, man. It's Lehman RJ. So his name is probably Robert J. Lehman. Isn't that awesome? I'll bet if I type that in, it still doesn't find him. Watch this. Nope, doesn't find him. It only finds him if I type in the whole thing. What a piece of gleaming turd. Twitter, it's a gleaming turd. Pathetic. So yeah, we named that one after Bob Lehman, and that's how you name a fucking filament. So it's time to close this thing out right exactly at an hour, because frankly, I've reached my patience end. And like, I'm so sick of this digital shite everywhere that's destroying the world that I can't wait to go back to 2025, bro. Bro, I can't wait to go back, bro, to 20, bro, 25, bro. I mean 2075, bro. Bro, 20, bro, 75, bro, is, bro, the best, bro, year, bro, of the whole, bro, world, bro. See you later, bro. Bro, we hope you, bro, enjoyed the live, bro, stream, bro.